Good morning students. Today we are going to start our math syllabus from the chapter number system. So numbers play a very important role in our lives. The use of numbers starts with our birth itself. So when we go to a school, from where we start? Obviously we start from the counting. If I ask you that count the number of chairs in your class, how will you start? You will start from 0 or minus or 1. Right? You will start from 1. Even if I say count the number of students in your class, how will you count? You will start from 1 itself. So natural numbers are what? These are the counting numbers and starts from 1, 2, 3 and so on. These are called our natural numbers. So natural numbers are what? These are the counting numbers. These are denoted by n. So natural numbers are 1, 2, 3 and so on. Next comes to the whole number. Whole numbers are what? All the natural numbers together with 0, right? I said all the natural numbers, right? 1, 2, 3 and so on along with 0, right? So whole number starts from 0 and 1, 2, 3 and so on. These are denoted by W, right? So these are the whole numbers. Next comes integers. Integers are what? These are a set of numbers which contains all the whole numbers and their negatives. What I said, all the whole numbers. So whole numbers are what? 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. And they are negative. So what will be the negative for 1? -1, -2, -3 and so on. That means integers, you can say these are the collection of negative numbers, positive numbers and the 0. So over here your 1, 2, 3 and so on, these are the positive integers, and remaining this -1, -2, -3 and so on, these are called your negative integers. So what about 0? 0 is your neutral number, right? This is neutral number. This is neither positive nor negative. So 0 is called a neutral number. Why? Because there is no any effect of on the result when 0 is added or subtracted to the number. So these are your numbers, the natural number, whole number and the integer. So what the result is that your natural numbers are the counting numbers 1, 2, 3 and so on. Your whole numbers includes the 0 itself, and integers includes the negative numbers 0 as well as positive number. So in your next slide we will go with the example itself. Let's move on with an example. So example is find the largest 5-digit number which is divisible by 341. So over here what is being asked? Largest 5-digit number and it must be divisible by 341. So first we must know what is the largest 5-digit number. The largest 5-digit number is 99,999 and it must be divisible by 341. So how we will start? We will start this one dividing by 341. So how it will go? First 2 ja, it will become 682 and so what the next? We need to subtract from here. 9 minus 2 is 7, then 1 and then 3. Need to carry 9, then 9 ja. 341 9 ja, it is 3069. So over here again subtraction, 9 minus 9 is 0, 7 minus 6 is 1 and then 1. What is remaining? The 9. Then it is 3. So 341 3 ja, it will become 1023 and the remainder is 9 minus 3 is 6, 10 minus 2 is 86. So over here when we are dividing the largest 5-digit number with a 341, we are getting a remainder as 86. So the required number will be, what is the required number? Required number, the largest 5-digit number which is completely divisible by 341. It will be 99,999 minus 86. So over here the answer will be 99,913. So this is your answer. This is the largest 5-digit number which is divisible by 341, because when we divide it by 341 you will get remainder as a 0. So next I am going to give you some questions of the same type that you need to solve. Our next topic from the number system is simplification. Simplification of an expression involving integers is simplified using the BODMAS rule. I am saying the BODMAS rule. So BODMAS rule stands for, in that, B stands for bracket, O stands for of, D stands for division, M stands for multiplication, A stands for addition, and S stands for subtraction. So this is our BODMAS rule. That means whenever expression is given, you need to follow this rule. That means first you need to open all the brackets, then we will solve the division, then multiplication, then addition, then subtraction. And in this way, the BODMAS, the expression will be solved, right? Over here, I have used the word brackets. But in our maths, we are having 4 types of bracket. One is rectangular bracket, that is denoted by like this. Next is curly or middle bracket. We denote curly brackets like this. Round or small brackets, this. And last, that is bar or line bracket. So we have solved that, we have seen that how to use BODMAS, but how to use the bracket, how to solve the bracket. The sequence of solving the bracket will start from bar. That means first we need to solve the bar or the line brackets, then we will solve the small bracket, then we will go for the middle bracket, and in last we will go for the rectangular bracket. That means in this, the sequence will go like this, from first line, then small, then middle, and last one rectangular bracket. Once the all brackets get open, then we will see that is there any division sign. We will go for the division, then multiplication, then addition, and in last we will solve the subtraction. In this way we can solve any expression which is having a number of signs and involves the integers. In next, I am going to solve a numerical which is using the brackets, which is having the brackets and which is having all the signs. To make it more clear that how to use BODMAS rule and how to open the brackets, right, I am going to solve an example over here. So here is an example I have written. So in that, what I need to use? BODMAS. So in BODMAS, first is what? B, right? B stands for bracket. That means first we need to solve the bracket. Where the bracket? It's there, right? So remaining, I will write the same. And over here in the bracket, what is there? It is 10, then division sign, then 2, minus, and then 5. So in the bracket itself, we are having multiple signs. That means again we need to use BODMAS over here. So over here 2 signs are there. One is division and one is subtraction. In BODMAS, what comes first? Division or subtraction? It is division. So first we will solve this part. So 10 divided by 2 is how much? 5. Then minus 5 is 0. So over here again first we need to solve the bracket. So 60 minus 30, division sign, 5, multiplication sign, 6, addition sign. Now in the bracket what is there? It's 5 minus 5. So 5 minus 5 is how much? 0. So as we know that 0 is a neutral term, either we add it or subtract it, it will be the same. So over here now the sequence has come, division 5 multiplied by 6. Okay. Now over here we are having 3 signs. One is subtraction, then division, and then multiplication. Now in BODMAS, what is there next? D, that is division. And where is the division? This, 30 divided by 5. So 30 divided by 5 is how much? 6. Then the remaining terms as it is. Now again subtraction and multiplication. What is there? In sequence first multiplication. So 60 minus 6 into 6 is how much? 36, and hence last one subtraction. So 60 minus 30 is how much? It is 24. That is how we have used the BODMAS in solving an expression which is having integers, which is having multiple signs. So first we will solve the bracket. Now again in the bracket itself, if we are having the multiple sign, then again we need to apply the BODMAS, and then we need to solve the bracket. Then we will go for the division sign, then multiplication sign, then addition sign, and in last we solve the subtraction sign, right? So in this sequence we can solve any expression Is it clear? So depending upon that, I am going to give you some numericals that you need to solve. Make it more and more clear. Now I have taken another example which is much complicated than earlier. So this involves a lot bracket, that is curly bracket, small bracket, bar bracket, and then all the signs. So as we know that in BODMAS, first we need to open the bracket. But again, as I have explained in earlier, that in brackets, first we need to solve the bar bracket, then we will go for the small bracket, and then curly, and last the rectangular bracket. So over here we are having the line bracket over here. That means first we need to solve this. Remaining terms will be same, 20 divided by. So what is line bracket over here? It is 6 minus 2. So we will solve this. 6 minus 2 is how much? 4, right? Minus 24, curly bracket closed, plus 3, multiplication sign 10, division sign 2. Next, again in bracket, what is there? We are having small bracket. So next we need to solve this one. So 20 divided by 4 is how much? 5, right? Over here, what is sign over here? If the bracket we open, we are having the multiplication sign. So 5 minus 24, curly bracket close, plus 3 into 10, division sign 2. Next and last we are having curly bracket, but over here we are having two signs. One is multiplication and next is subtraction. According to BODMAS, what is first? The multiplication, right? So we will solve this first. So 4 into 5 is how much? 20 minus 24, curly bracket, plus remaining terms as it is. Next, the last bracket we are having. So 20 minus 24 is how much? 20 is lesser, 24 is greater. So it will become minus 4, remaining term as it is. Now we have opened all the brackets. So after bracket, what is there? Division. Is there any division sign? Yes, this is over here. So minus 4 plus 3, multiply sign, 10 divided by 2 is how much? 5, right? So next is subtraction, addition and multiplication. So next is your multiplication. Minus 4 plus 3 into 5 is how much? 15, right? So in last, plus 4 minus, minus 4 plus 15. The answer will be how much? 11. So here we get the answer 11. So in this example, we have solved all the brackets first, then we will move to division.